Good evening, everyone. Yeah, look at the time. It's coming up to midnight. Oh my god, really late. I'll tell you what, I'm just hoping I'll start coughing because I've still got the remnants of the COVID. And when I talk, it normally makes me cough. I'm trying to hold it back. Stop. Anyway, I haven't finished the Tandberg stereo recorder yet because of the COVID. So about a month I've wasted. I wasn't well at all. I was in a real bad state. But anyhow, during Christmas time, I actually bid on a new machine, and I won it. And it's been at the seller's house all this time until last week. And he happened to be in my area, and he said, "I'll tell you what, I can drop it off to you if you want," because he knew I had COVID. And I said, "Sure, yeah, okay, that'd be great. I'll pay your petrol and your time, whatever." He said, "No, I'll tell you what you can do. I've got this organisation set up because he was a bowel cancer sufferer, and he had lots of we call it radiation therapy, we call it chemo and all that. And he set up this little organisation. So he said, if you can chip in some money to the foundation." I thought, sure. So I did. And he brought it down for me. Right, you want to see what machine it is? I had one about 5 years ago, but it went wrong and I didn't know how to fix it. But now I'm a bit of an expert with reel-to-reels, and I can fix near enough any reel-to-reel really, within reason. I'll show you what it is. Now, hang on a minute. I was going to say, the machine I had was an automatic reverse machine, and they go for quite some money actually. They go some pretty good money, those auto reverse machines, and it was far bigger than the one I've got here. But this one is slightly smaller, which is nice because it's not so bulky. And the trouble is with automatic reverse machines, the heads are lined up so precisely. If it's slightly out of alignment a bit, you start getting something called crosstalk. You start picking up the other channel on the other tracks quite easily. So you know what, you're better off with a 4-track machine. Well, really 2-track is the professional type machines, but a lot of Teacs all 4-track because they're made for the domestic market, and a lot of people just like recording on 4-track, where you can record on one side, turn the tape over and record on the other. Right, let me show you the machine. There we go. What a beauty, eh? That's a Teac A-2300SX. Isn't it beautiful, eh? And it's not in bad condition. I've done a few jobs in it already because I think at one point it was stored in a sort of damp environment. And you can see the capstan there. Can you see the capstan? Now, I'm not sure whether that's oxide. The stuff that's on the tape? That's rubbed off over the years, or I don't know. I've been trying to clean it, but it's really difficult. So I'm going to try something called lighter fluid. I don't know if that's recommended or not, but the stuff you put in those Zippo lighters. So I might try a bit of that. If not, I've got some silver paint in matte, and I might just paint it because originally in the factory, that's part of the flywheel, and they were painted. So I might just give it a little coat of paint if I can't remove it. So, and the top of that, you see the top of that? That's like an alloy, and because it was kept in the damp, can you see those little tiny white bits? I tried to clean it, I tried everything, but what I've done, I've ordered some black paint, but it's textured, because when you touch this, it's textured. It's got like a rough surface. That's what it's called, texturing. So I've got some paint on order. So what I might do is, the rest of it's okay actually, it's just the top bit. So what I might do is mask it all off, put it in a, I'll tell you what, there's a good tip, right? If you want to spray paint and you haven't got a spray booth, just get yourself a big cardboard box, put a mask on, obviously, goes without saying really, and I just want to give a light dusting, not a heavy spray, just a light dusting to cover those spots. And another thing, see the top of this, how nice and black it is? Well, it wasn't when I got it. It was like faded, it was like sort of whitish looking. and I was going to spray it, but you know what I thought I'd try? Believe it or not, and it works. Try it. It's WD-40. So you get some WD-40 on the cloth and give it a good soaking, and just go up and down and just wipe the WD-40 onto it. I mean, look, there's none on now, but it's done the job. That was all white. I wish I could have showed you the way it looked before I actually put the WD-40 on, but that's a good tip actually. Yeah, it's all like very sort of white patches. How can I explain it? Like dull, sort of white. It wasn't black like this. So yeah, I used WD-40 and it worked. I tried it on that, didn't work, WD-40. So I don't know what else I can try, to be honest. I'm not going to play it now, but I'll tell you what, I have recorded on it through a CD player. I've got a little CD player there. Well, it's a DVD player, but it plays CDs obviously. And I'm not joking. The actual recording, you can switch from one to the other. It's got 3 heads, so you can do instant off-tape monitoring. So whilst you're recording, you just flip those 2 switches down, and that's the source signal. Where am I pointing? There we are. And then you flick it up, and you can hear the playback immediately. Well, almost immediately. And you know what? Seriously, I couldn't tell the difference between the CD and the playback. That's how good this machine is. It's literally on par with a Revox A77. It's really, really good. I'm not kidding. The only other thing I've got to do is the wooden sides. Now these panels just unscrew off, and on one side it's faded quite badly. It should be dark wood. Can you see those patches? How light it is, and it should be like a dark wood. So I've got some stuff for that. I'm going to take the panels off tomorrow, take them all off. It just literally 4 screws, take it off, and I'm going to put some of this on, and this works. There we go. Bit of publicity there. Pledge, you should send me a whole box of these for free. In fact, I might even show this video to Pledge. I might contact them and put a link. And this stuff works really well. It's only a small bottle, believe it or not. And the prices vary everywhere. I mean, I looked on Amazon, it was £7 to £11, and I got this from Sainsbury's. That's a big store over here, grocery store if you're in the States. And I got it for £2. Pretty good. And this is dark wood, and that's what this is, dark wood. Whoops, and then you kick something over there. And what you do, it's like an oil with a colorant. And you put it onto a clean cloth. Well, I can use that one actually. It's not clean, but not too clean, but it's washed. I have washed it. Then you put it on, and you literally just smear it over the wood. Just go up and down, up and down, up and down. And that should come out like brand new. So this is what I use. This is also very good if you've got those wood floors and you've got scratches on your wood floors. In fact, my mum's floor in her front room is really bad, so I think I need to use this if I've got any left. Revitalizer, what's it say? Expert Care Wood Repairing Oil. Revitalizes to look like new. Cover scratches. I'll tell you what, it does work. And that's the same colour wood I've got. Well, it should be that colour. As you can see, it's lighter. But, see, you can see a sort of like comparison. Got little patches. Dark. So there we go. Oh boy, I'll tell you what, restoring these machines really does cost money, because you've got to keep buying parts and polishes and all sorts of stuff, belts. But luckily the electronics in this is absolutely fine. I don't have to mess around with the electronics. It's brilliant. And as I said, the recording, I've tried all the... Oh, I'll tell you what it did have. That microphone's knob was bent. So someone has hit it at one stage. And as you turned it all the way to the left like it is now, it was wonky. It was literally like that sort of angle. So anyway, a friend of mine, he's got a wrench. It's a special one. It's a German wrench, and it hasn't got any jaws on it, so you don't ruin the actual knob. So you unscrew it. It's got little Allen keys there. Take it off and pull the inner knob off. Then you've got the shaft. So what I did, I just put it in between the jaws, and I slowly, very slowly, pulled it to the right. And I've done the inner knob because it's a dual knob. You got inner and outer on this one, and it's absolutely fine. But yeah, as I said, I pulled it to the right, and then I did the inner part, because I think the whole thing was a little bit bent in the middle as well. And I pulled it to one side, and I stopped when I heard a bit of noise, like it's like the wood. I think it's mounted onto wood at the back, it is, and it must have went into the wood a little bit. But you know what, it's much better now. I mean, look at it now. I don't know if you can see anything there, but it's literally straight as a die. It's probably not 100%, but you see that knob is not going to the left or right. That bit I'm talking about. It's not going anywhere, is it? Look, show you again. Look, should I get my hands out of the way? And it's silky smooth. Before it was a bit rough because it was bent, and it was rubbing on the face here at the back plate there. And you can rub off all those little graduations, which I didn't want to do. But perfect now, just like the other ones. Oh, I don't want to turn that one. It's set for the CD player. That works really well. But yeah, so the knob was bent. That's the first job I did on it, actually. Look at that. You see that? It's not going to left or right or anything like that. It's silky smooth as well. I was a bit worried about straightening it out because I didn't want to break the actual the control knob, because as I say, it's 2 in 1. So one shaft goes into the other shaft, and it's a double potentiometer, and I really did not want to break it, because then the only place I saw one that was available was in the States, and you got to pay massive postage costs, which I didn't want to do. But what I'm going to do, I just wanted to show you the wood, how it is before I colour it, and I'll do another video when it's all done and you'll see the difference. But anyway, if you've got one of these machines and the top of it is a little bit like whitish in colour, just use WD-40 on a cloth, and that saves you repainting it. So you literally get a little clean cloth, spray some WD-40, wipe it on, and I mean, I did this about 5 days ago actually, and it hasn't worn off. I thought it might evaporate or something and the white patches would come back, but no, it's worked. So that was a little experiment. Oh, you can see the difference there. See the dark wood there and the lighter one there? What a difference. So yeah, they're both coming off, and I'm not going to sand them down. They don't need it, it just needs colouring. So there we go. And it's a 2-speed machine, 3 3/4, 7.5 inches per second. Oh, sorry, I'm burping now, sorry about that. Per second. What else? Oh yeah, solenoid controls. A lot of the Acais of this period had a little lever, you know, one of those little multi-function levers, and they've got a cam at the back made of like pot iron, I think they call it, like a cast iron, and they used to snap and just break up. But Teac thought to themselves, I know what, let's don't put a knob, let's put solenoid controls. And well done, Teac, because I tell you what, the solenoid controls are brilliant, much better than the Acais with the little arm, you know, the little handle you turn, because they're liable to break. But you can get replacement cams for the Acais, because there's people on the internet, on eBay especially, they sell 3D printed ones. I don't know, they might be alright, I don't know, but I've got a few of the Acais actually, and they are good sounding machines, I must admit. I mean, the first reel-to-reel I ever bought was an Acai 4000 DS. Beautiful machine, loved it. I only sold it about 7 years ago, only because the speed started going funny near the end of the tape. You know, when that tape goes over to the other side, it started dragging a bit. And I changed the belt, and it wasn't that. Apparently, inside there, you take the front panel off, and there's little idlers, and they need cleaning up, which I didn't know because I wasn't an expert on reel-to-reels at that time. But now I think I class myself in the expert group, because I haven't come across one reel-to-reel I can't fix yet. I mean, I've had a little bit of help from friends and stuff like that, people who know more, you know, knew more about me, whatever, what I know. But yeah, I've had a little help. I mean, don't be frightened of asking people for help, that's for sure. But I should show you this machine in operation once I've coloured the sides, and I'll do a little demo as well. What I'll do, I'll put a CD in. I'm trying to find something. I won't get copyright. It's a nightmare. I've got Beatles on this again, and I can't play that because they won't allow it at all. But I'll try to find something, and I can switch from the source, like switch it from CD, and then switch it to instant tape replay, and you won't be able to hear any difference. I mean, I couldn't hear any difference. At one point, I thought, where is it switched to? I covered up those knobs and I sort of like flicked it backwards and forwards, and I was trying to guess myself, was it live or was it the tape? I remember that advert. Is it live or was it Memorex? Actually, this tape is made by Scotch, and I think it's breaking down a bit because when I was playing it, I could see little fragments coming off, little slivers. Oh look, there's one there. Yeah, I've got one right here in my hands. It's fine like a hair. I don't even see that. Right, can you see that? That's a little sliver of tape. Mind you, I buy a lot of tapes. This is why I buy tapes in bulk, because you know, you probably get about 80% good tapes and 20% bad tapes, but it's just the luck of the draw, really. But I get them when they're sort of cheap enough. There's some people out there, they sell tapes like per reel of tape, like 10 quid, and they're all second-hand tapes. I don't buy those. I wait for the bulk lot to come on, like, I don't know, say 30 tapes, all from the 1960s, mid-70s. They're the ones I buy. Then I'll tell you what, though, it's quite surprising what you find. Some recordings. I mean, I found some old family recordings where it's Christmas time and the father's recording the kids singing and stuff like that. So it's quite interesting buying old tapes. You never know what you're going to get. Remember that? Was that what's that movie called? Forrest Gump. That's it. Harvey's telling himself, and he said, "Harvey, that's Forrest Gump." Yeah. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Shut up. Anyway, so there we go. There's the Teac A-2300SX. And yeah, you're dying to hear it, aren't you? Yeah, me too. I want to hear it again. It's brilliant. In fact, I'm not joking. It sounds as good as my Revox machines, and that's saying something. It's remarkable, these machines. I mean, if you can find one cheap, pick it up, buy it, because they're literally going up in price. I mean, I got this at a very good price, I must admit. I'm not going to say how much, but I got it at a very good price. It was under the 150 mark, so well under the 150 mark pounds. But I've seen the bigger machines, you know, the ones with the 4 meters, big 4-track machines. We can record on 4, like each independent track. But then again, you've got the same issue with crosstalk. So that's when you can hear the other track a little bit on the reverse side. So these Teacs, I prefer them as a 4-track machine, to be honest. I mean, I've got 2-track machines. I've got 2-track Revox machines, which are pro machines. So, I mean, these are handy for playing back some of my old tapes I recorded on my Akai, because that was a 4-track stereo machine like this one. So I can play back all my old tapes I recorded on the Akai in the 70s, whatever. Got a lot of good radio shows like Alan Freeman, Top 40. And he's going, here's a rundown of this week's Top 40. Yeah, he was a friend of mine, actually, Alan Freeman. I knew him very, very well. Let's go to his house and watch TV together. Good friend of mine, old Alan Freeman. R.I.P. Rest in peace, Fluff. It's called him. Yeah, but I used to work at the BBC years and years ago, so I used to meet all the DJs. I used to know them all really well. I used to go drinking with them, you know, to the pub. Yeah, and a lot of them came from Radio Caroline, Radio Luxembourg. So, yeah. In fact, I've got a load of Radio 1 scripts in the loft. I'll have to bring them down one day. I hope they're still okay. I might have to iron them out because they've been in a suitcase and I've lifted it sideways and upwards and upside down. So the paper's probably all bent. But I'll show you some Radio 1 scripts one day. Anyway, so there we go. There's how long have I been going on? 20 minutes already. Crikey. I'm not sure what channel to put it on. I think I'll put it on my vintage audio one. And I might do a separate video to put on my Harvey De Niro channel. So there we There we go. Yes, another Teac, another reel-to-reel Harvey. When's it going to end, eh? Until I run out of space, probably. Huh, that's a joke. I already run out of space. In fact, I'm rearranging my front room tomorrow, trying to make space in there. I'm going to try to line the machines up on the floor area, so if I want to work on one or play with one, I can just grab it. I've got loads of old computers. If anyone wants any computer servers, the type used to use in the banks, the great big compact servers, please let me know. You can have it very cheaply. Don't worry, it won't be expensive. But I've got one great big huge server. It needs to go. So if anyone wants an old or buy an old computer server off me, let me know. Just let me know and just put a comment with your email address, whatever, and I'll get back to you. But they've all got to go, really. So I'm not really into computers. There was a phase, because I used to work as an IT analyst, I was into computers big time. And every machine I was buying, all these computers, I was getting bank servers for free from the bank. But as I said, because I got most of them free, I'll just charge a small amount. I'm not greedy. Just need them. I didn't need the room, actually. Oh, here we go. Oh, I better go. Right, I'm start coughing now. So there we go, folks. Yep, there we go. The Teac A-2300SX. Lovely machine. But even with that pitting there on the roller, it still works fine. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know. I don't think it's oxide, because at the back of it there, see where it's not touching the tape, it's still got little marks in it. I just don't want to be too fierce with it, because I don't want it to make little areas in it, flat areas or anything like that, But it does work. I might just paint it over and give it about a week to dry, just in case. Make sure it's thoroughly dried. Use some of those Humbrol, those Humbrol paints used for model aircraft and all that. So I might try that. And there we go. I've actually got a spare pinch roller for this as well. Brand new one. That's when I had the other machine. I bought a brand new pinch roller for it, and when I sold it, because I was getting so little money for it, I actually took the new pinch roller off and put the old one back. So I think I paid about £30 for the new pinch roller. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to take the bloody new one off and put the old one back. Good job I did, because I've got another Teac, and they all use the same pinch roller. Right, I better go. Oh no. Oh, excuse me. Oh God, it's COVID. Go away. Right, so there we go. Anyway, I'll talk to you all later, and I'll see how this stuff goes. Apparently, it's been recommended to me, and it should work a treat. There we go. Right then, guys, I shall talk to you all later. Bye for now.